Movie summary. Johnny English, 2003. The story begins with a dreamlike scene where Johnny English, a clumsy British intelligence agent, is referred to as Agent 1. He infiltrates a building and diverts the attention of two guard dogs using toys. He subsequently incapacitates two guards and charms a woman who poses a threat to him. He is awakened from his fantasy just as he is about to kiss the woman by his companion Angus Bow. Agent 1 arrives at their office to get his mission documents. After confirming that English has personally verified the submarine hatch codes, Agent 1 departs for the mission. It is learned that Agent 1 died in action when his submarine hatch failed to open. A bomb subsequently eliminates Britain's remaining agents, all of whom were present at Agent 1's funeral. The Prime Minister believes that Agent 1 was clearly into something. He instructs Pegasus to replace Agent 1 by another agent. Before his death, Agent 1 was investigating a plot to steal the crown jewels. Pegasus orders English to take over the case. Johnny English and Angus Bow arrive at Tower of London. They meet Colonel Sir Anthony Chevenix, head of Royal Security. English then approaches a woman named Lorna Campbell and they socialize. While Pascal Sauvage is giving his speech, the power is cut. During the chaos, English accidentally knocks out Colonel Sir Anthony Chevenix. English then pretends to fight the criminal who knocked out Sir Anthony Chevenix. Later, it is revealed that the crown jewels is stolen. To cover his mistakes, English describes the assailant as big, with orange hair color, having an eye patch, broken nose, 2 teeth, and 2 banana-shaped scars on both cheeks. Later, Bow and English follow a dug tunnel. They then confront the thieves Dieter Klein and Klaus Vendetta, who escape in a hearse. English chases their car but accidentally trails the wrong one. English follows the wrong car to Brompton Cemetery. Convinced that the funeral service he discovers is an act, he arrests all the mourners and the priest. Bow rescues him by pretending that English is an escaped mental patient. Sauvage is revealed to be Klein and Vendetta's employer. Sauvage tells them that English is not a threat to them because English is a fool. Sauvage instructs the thieves to destroy English the next time he shows up. In the car park, one of Sauvage's henchmen, Klaus Vendetta, attacks English and Bow. Vendetta escapes when English mistakenly attacks Bow. English and Bow descend on Sauvage's headquarters by parachute, but English inadvertently lands on a tower that looks identical and is actually the city hospital. He takes several staff members and patients hostage at gunpoint, before coming to understand his mistake. To cover his mistake, he tells them that he is from MI7 and all that happened is a test for their emergency response systems. English accidentally activates a DVD player, exposing Sauvage's plan to instate himself as king, using a fake Archbishop of Canterbury. After accidentally injecting himself with muscle relaxant, he meets Lorna again. She tells them that she is Special Agent Campbell, attached to Interpol in Paris. They have been watching Sauvage for months because every major convict released from a Sauvage prison in 6 months has been employed by one of Sauvage's companies. Along with Bow, they enter a party hosted by Sauvage without an invitation. The muscle relaxant still in effect, English inadvertently offends the Foreign Secretary. One of the henchmen reports English to Sauvage that they break into his office and assaulted some staffs. Pegasus then tells English that he is off the case. Sauvage concludes that English knows too much and dispatches henchmen to force the Queen to sign a letter of abdication, as she does so for her beloved pet dog. British officials inform Sauvage that, being the closest surviving relative of the Queen, the role of monarch now rests with him. Lorna visits English at his flat, as his mission was reassigned to her. She persuades English to join her. They then travel to France. By nightfall, they infiltrate Sauvage's chateau. They overhear his proposal to turn England into the largest prison in the history of the world, when he becomes king. However, English accidentally triggers a microphone, alerting Sauvage to their presence. In an attempt to steal an incriminating DVD, English drops it onto a tray full of identical discs and takes the wrong one. The two are then arrested by Sauvage's men and tied to. Bao arrives and frees them. At Sauvage's coronation, English breaks in and disguises as a bishop of England. English tells the attendees that Sauvage must not be crowned king because he is a fraudster, a charlatan, and a thief. Unaware that the fake archbishop is no longer being used, English attempts to pull off his face, believing it to be a plastic mask. English instructs Bao to play the DVD they retrieved. Bao does so, resulting in 3/4 of the world's population watching English, dancing and miming along to "Does Your Mother Know" by ABBA. While everybody is watching the DVD, English escapes. English comes back, swinging from a wire above Sauvage and the archbishop, grabbing the crown before it touches Sauvage's head. Sauvage pulls a gun and tries to shoot English. In the following struggle, English prevented Sauvage from being crowned by falling from the wire and knocking Sauvage off the throne, ultimately being crowned himself by accident. As the new king, English orders Sauvage to be arrested. English then restores the queen to the throne by simply requesting a knighthood as a reward. English and Lorna travel to southern France for a romantic getaway, but English inadvertently activates an ejection seat button while leaning in to kiss Lorna, causing her to be launched from the car. Lorna ends up in a swimming pool where Bao is on vacation, along with a man who looks exactly like the assailant that English had previously described to Pegasus.